There's the face-off, won by Cole. Connor Cole wins it back to Gage 40. Gets pressure on him. He turns it over at center ice. Jackman's in there to pick it up. Has number 33 on him. He's muscling off the puck. Jackman over there at the penalty box area digging for it. Turned over to Fata. He picks out the pass and leads it into the zone. Austin Fata's going to get around number 88 for a shot. Gets blocked there. Goes in behind the net. Number 24. Trying for a lead pass. Misses man. Kept into the line by Connor Sear. Fires it in behind the net for Cole. Connor Cole trying to out-muscle the defenseman in behind the net. Number 33 is going back there as well with a lead pass up through center. For number 19. Number 19 has Fata all over him, and Fata pushed him off the puck, and now he controls it from his own zone. He starts. Austin Fata makes his way around Weirdo. Fata looking for a shot, take it away from him. Weirdo picks it up. Weirdo with a lead pass. Misses man. That's Anderson. He pokes it up through center. Bellier loses it center. Toros pick it up. Cale Howard trying to get around his man. Tripped up there at the Belleville bench. Belleville picks it up in their own zone. Getting it up through center is number 21. Poked off his stick. Toros got it. Caleb Judd. Nice play there by Cale Howard to hold it into the blue line. Got to get around number 8. Put the brakes on and now he loses it. Lead pass up through center for number 21 for number 14. Too far for him. Toros regrip it. There's a pass over there for Rizzler. Parker Rizzler looking for a shot. Went wide of the net. In behind the goal goes number 12. Turns it over. John trying to clear that puck out. Gets knocked down by number 21. Number 12. There's another turnover to Crawford who pokes it into the Toro zone. James Davidson goes in behind his own net with a lead pass. Connor Cole trying to clear it out. That back pass for number 88 gets turned over to Menko who bounces it off the boards. Connor Cole digging for that puck. 3 Belleville players digging for it as well. We still have yet to have a shot on goal in this game. It's coming right here from Rizzler, and he scores! Parker Rizzler makes it 1-0 in favor of the Toros. Correction on the goal, it was Owen Smith who got the goal. He's wearing Rizzler's jersey tonight, and that's Foreman in net. There's a shot that goes wide of the goal. Number 19 in behind the net. Number 33 trying to get away from him. Poked out the puck there by Capelli in behind the net. Number 27 finds it, tries to go back to the line. Went off Cameron Ryan, back to the line there for number 24 with a shot. Just tipped out in front of the net, wide of the goal. Once again, it's Owen Smith that's opened up the scoring. Here's Rizzler trying to dig it up through center. Here comes Connor Cole, up there for Cameron Ryan. Missed him. Number 24 trying to clear it out. And the pass knocked down. Longo dumps it in behind the net. Wido's going to find it in behind the goal. Longo sitting out in front, and Wido couldn't get a pass to him, so number 87 finds it. 87 goes back to the line for Anderson. Within his skates, he tries for a shot. Tipped out in front by Wido, and he missed him. Rolled right in on goal. Foreman tried to cover it up, but he couldn't find it, and Belleville retrieves it again. Another opportunity, that shot goes wide. Tipped out in front, and Foreman's got it in between his pads. A huge save. No, it's still loose. Thought maybe it was underneath Brett Foreman, but the puck came loose, and Belleville's still putting the pressure on, but not for long as Rizzler picks it up. Parker Rizzler for Logan Jackman, trying to get around number 28 with a backhand. Jackman throws it on net. Easy save there for Cochran, and the side shot for John, and it goes right into the breadbasket of Cochran. Face off. The offensive zone, one by the Toros. Nice defensive play there by Ethan Maddox to hold the line. Number 8 trying to fire it around the boards. Jackman cut it off in behind the net. Number 21 tries for a lead pass for Crawford off his stick. Number 37 in behind the net. Jackman's out working him in the corner. Number 37 loses it. Jackman finds it, tries for a backhand to Fata, and the shot gets knocked down. Perfect setup there for Austin Fata. He just couldn't get that shot away. Toros trying to extend their 1-0 lead. It's 5 minutes left to go here in the first period. Turned over to Logan Jackman with a shot, knocked down by number 21. Opportunity to clear it out, and they're going to, led by Crawford. Crawford from center ice. Instead of going around Davidson, he just dumped it in behind the net. Fires it around the boards for Jackman. Jackman from center. As he goes off on a line change, just dumps it down the ice. No icing on the call. Gin goes back there to pick it up for Belleville. Gin. Lead pass off the skate there as Luengo tries to get to the puck. Luengo in the corner, fires it around the boards. Number 33 tries for a backhand, knocked down by Connor Cole as he leads it up through center. Couldn't get around number 24 as he bounces it off the board. Thomas Menko from his own zone, he starts, bounces it off the boards there for Cale Howard, who was getting out muscled, so he fires it around the other side. That's Owen Smith trying to clear the puck out. Toros trying to get rid of it. Couple whacked away at it, and now they finally get it, trying to clear it out. And they do, at the center ice for Connor Cole. For Cale Howard. All alone is Cale Howard against Cochrane, and he gets tripped up. No penalty on the call. Leading up the other way is number 24 for Belleville, trying to get around Thomas Menko. First scoring opportunity, stopped there by Foreman. A big save as he held the post on number 24. Cale Howard trying to pick that puck up. Gets boxed out there by number 87. Turned over to Cale Howard, who just fires it down the ice as he goes off on a line change. Starting up from center ice, that pass for Valliere missed him. Valliere back into the zone. Number 28 retrieves it for Belleville. This pass gets knocked down by Cameron, goes back to the line. Connor Shear couldn't hold the line. Here comes number 44, trying to turn the Jets on and lead for an opportunity for Belleville. Number 44. Nice defensive play there by Connor Shear. He came back and bailed out Foreman with that big defensive play. Cameron trying to clear it out. Went on the stick. Gage Ford knocks it down. Opportunity to clear it, and he does down the ice. And it goes for an icing call. Face off to the left of Foreman, won by the Toros. James Davidson tries to clear it out. Had Crawford all over him. Goes in behind the net. Number 12. Trying to set it out in front. Couldn't do it. Austin Fata has the puck. Trying for Jackman. Logan Jackman puts the brakes on with a shot. Stop. Rebound out of front of the net. Hopped over the stick of Fata. Big save there by Cochrane, and the rebound went right to Austin Fata, but it hopped over his stick as Whitney leads the zone. Whitney has it taken away from him. Belleville's offside. Here's an opportunity for Whitney again as he tries to take advantage of a turnover. Sends it out of front. Right pad save there by Brett Foreman. Face off. Won by Luengo. Tries to set it out front for Whitney with a shot. In front of the goal, knocked away from him. Still putting pressure on. The man gets taken down. Here comes John with a lead pass up there for Owen Smith. Missed him. Here comes Longo. Longo going up there with a shot. Stopped there by Foreman, but he had some trouble with it. Luckily, he didn't reach the back of the net as Capelli takes his man in behind the net. Longo. Cale Howard trying to clear that puck out. Man all over him. Menko tries to clear it out. Can't get it by Longo as he backhands it back into the zone. Thomas Menko from his own zone, he starts. With a lead pass up there for Owen Smith. Missed him. He's got the only goal in the game as here comes King trying to get around his man. Drops it down low. Owen Smith's going to pick that pass off and try and start it out. Smith had his stick pick lifted by Wido. Shot turned away. There's a lead pass. Miss King goes down the ice. Menko back to pick it up, fires it around the board. Nice pass up there for Connor Cole. Missed him, but Cole's trying to win the race with a shot. Blocker saved there by Cochrane, goes in behind the net. Number 44, trying to clear that puck out. Kept in led by Gage Ford, who goes for a shot. Went wide of the goal. Still digging for that puck. We got 5 seconds left. Maybe one more opportunity for the Toros, but they couldn't get it out in front of the net. But they are going to take a 1-0 lead into period number 2. Face off to start period number 2. Connor Cole wins the draw against Whitney. Back to Gage Ford. Man on him. Moves it over there for Connor Shearer. Up there for Cameron Ryan. Whitney digging away at the puck. Toros are trying to find it. Cameron Ryan. But Lee stumps it into the zone for Belleville and behind the goal. Connor Cole trying to clear that puck out. Up there for Rizzler, trying to get it out of the zone. Lead pass up through center for Cameron Ryan. Ryan couldn't get away from his man. Now he's going to try for an opportunity. Cameron Ryan goes in behind the net, goes back to the line for Connor Shearer. Missed him. Toros pick it up, trying to get it back into the zone. Connor Shearer stand on that pass. Still right there at center as Lloyd dumps it into the zone. Opportunity coming up here for Belleville, but it's a turnover. Led out by Austin Fata. Got to get around Jen for an opportunity, but he couldn't get the shot away. Jen takes advantage of it and moves it up through center ice. Trying to start it out is Treasy. Treasy with a pass there for Jen with a shot. Went off the nice block there by Ethan Maddox as it went in behind the net. There's a shot that goes wide of the net. Toros have a 1-0 lead on the goal by Owen Smith. Only a couple minutes into the first period. Rolled around the zone, kept in the line by number 88. Backhand, still has it, tries to fire it down low for Longo. Missed him, goes in behind the net for Trace. Trace tried to set it in front, and no Belleville player was there to put it in. Pucks in behind the goal for James Davidson. He's going to try and clear it out. Missed his man. There's a battle there for that puck. Belleville pick it up. There's a shot that gets blocked there by the Toros. Setting it up through center, number 88. And it goes outside. Face off, won by Connor Cole against Whiteout. Trying to dump it into the zone. Rolls in behind the net for number 87. He tries to clear it out. Toros keep it in. Thomas Minko with a shot. Went wide of the net. For number 44. Going up there with Wido and King. Number 44 couldn't take the puck with him. That was Villiers. Here comes a chance. Phil Howard. All alone against Cochran. Backhand. Couldn't get it away. King's going to take that pass. King going up there with Villiers. Went off the right skate of him. But King retrieves it again. Going for a shot. Goes in behind the net. Villiers is going to be the first one in the corner to get it. But Capelli's going to meet him as well. Throws it out of front. Foreman stuck out the stick to poke it aside. Toros are getting penalized first. Belleville is going to go to their first power play coming up. Face off to the right of Foreman. We got 50 seconds left to go in the power play as King took Maddox down in the corner. Here's Wado. Wado trying to set it out of front for King. Missed him. Out of front for Travis. Missed him. Travis tried for a shot. Travis takes his man down. No penalty on the call in behind the net. Travis is digging for that puck. And so is Wido. Wido got a man out in front of the net. Couldn't make that pass. King gonna take it from him. Austin Fata can't clear it out. Kept into the line. There's a shot. Gets tipped out in front. Here's that great glove save there by Brett Foreman. Off Wido right in front of the net. Face off, won by the Toros. Big defensive win as James Davidson tries to clear it out. Captain at the line. Sherman, nice play there by Sherman to keep it in. Goes in behind the net. It gets tripped up in behind the goal. Toros a chance to clear it out, and they do. Not very long though as Anderson. Trying to get around Anderson is Risler as he pokes it deeper into the zone. Again, Risler trying to find it in his sticks. Kicks it to his stick now up for Cameron Ryan. Shot scores! Connor Cole with a quick shot out in front of the net. And the Toros have a 2-0 lead. That was a nice setup by Cameron Ryan, and Connor Cole did the rest with that quick snapshot, beating Cochran, and now the Toros have extended their lead to 2-0. But here's an opportunity for Crawford for Lease. A shot went wide of the net. But there's an injured Belleville player down at the side of the goal. Lease is trying to dig it down deeper there for number 37, Whitney. Whitney has a man out in front of the net, couldn't find him. Now he tried to jam it out in front of the net, and Foreman was standing his ground up against the post. Kept in by Lloyd. Goes down deeper for Whitney. He's got Crawford sitting out in front of the net, but he couldn't reach the pass to him. Thomas Minko blocks him off. Set out in front for Crawford, a shot. Gets blocked. A big block there by Quentin Capelli. Kept into the line by Jin, who fires it deeper into the zone. Capelli, chance to clear it out. And they do up through center ice, led by Owen Smith. Owen Smith up there with Cale Howard and Caleb Judd. But he lost the puck. Capelli picks it up and fires it in behind the net. Here's Lloyd starting it out for Belleville with a lead pass. That gets turned over there by Wido as the Toros pick it up with a shot from Owen Smith, goes wide of the net. In behind the goal, goes back to the line for Capelli, goes for a shot, kept that in front of the net to score! Connor Cole again is going to get that on the deflection out in front of the net, and it's 3-0 for the Toros. Therese to take the draw, Belleville trying to cut in the lead. Longo's going for a shot, gets blocked there by Davidson. They're starting out, Toros find it and fire it down the ice. Going to kill some time on the power play. Back to pick it up with Sherman. He leads it up to center for Murray. Murray from center leads it into the zone, but Maddox was all over him. They're trying to clear that puck, a couple of swipes away at it. Cameron Ryan finds it, and Cameron Ryan dishes it all the way down the ice. Sherman again going back there to pick it up for Belleville. Starts it up from center ice. Sherman reaches the blue line and his shot goes wide of the net. As it bounces in behind the goal, Longo tries to find it. James Davidson tries to clear it out as he takes Lease down in the corner. Turned over, went over the stick there of Anderson, which could lead to an opportunity coming up here for Risler. Risler trying to out-muscle Anderson in the corner. And he does with a backhand knocked down by Sherman. His pass for Lease went past him and Maddox picks it up. Toros have to kill off 2:44. It was actually a 4-minute penalty that went to Gage Ford. So they've got to kill off 2:38 left to go on that penalty. It's for Lease. Lease for Weedo. Weedo for King. Backhand knocked down there by the Toros. Capelli. King trying to spin away from Capelli for an opportunity for Wido. Wido's going to try and wrap it around. A nice play there by Maddox not to allow a centering pass. But Wido right in front of the net again. And that shot may have got stopped off Lease. Shot for King missed. Another big save off Lease out in front of the net. Brett Foreman stopping everything that comes at him right now. As Belleville starting to put some pressure on this power play, which is now under 2 minutes. Here comes Lloyd with a lead pass up there for Weedo. Weedo for Murray, who leads it in over the blue line. His pass for King, way past him. As Jen fires it in behind the net for Capelli. Trying to get that puck out with Cale Howard, he couldn't get it out though. Murray keeps it in the zone, couldn't send it out of front as Capelli was right there. Trying to send it out of front, and instead of Brett Furman was not letting anything go in there for a rebound. Face off to the right of Foreman, won by Belleville as Martin. Nice defensive play by Martin to set up a scoring opportunity for Crawford, but he gets taken down before it happens. Try for a wraparound, right pad save there by Foreman. He wasn't getting fooled there as he was able to make it side to side with that right pad. Now they're going to try around the other side. Whitney sends it out in front. Nobody there to pick it off except for a blue sweater by the Toros, and they fire it down the ice. Martin starting it out for Belleville. His lead pass knocked down by Connor Cole. Couldn't reach the line. Whitney starts in over the blue line. Couldn't get around Connor Sear, but he's still got to control the puck. Tipped out in front of the net by Lease, and a kick save there by Brett Foreman. Lease is going in behind the net, and so is Thomas Mako fighting for that puck. Cale Howard working in the corner, trying to get away. Fires it around the boards, catching into the line. Again, Howard opportunity, and that goes down the ice. We've reached under 10 seconds left to go on this power play as Austin Fata tried to pick that pass off. Up there for Lease. Lease leads it into the zone. Toros are back to full strength as Ford reaches the ice again. Out of front of the net for Longo. His shot misses, man, and it hops over the stick of Lease. 2 minutes left to go. Toros have got to hold on here in the second period. They've got a 3-0 lead, but Belleville is starting to turn up the heat a little bit. Here's Trevize trying to set it in front, and Foreman steered it aside, trying to start something out for the Toros is Austin Fata going up there with Jackman and John. That nice pass was deflected away by Martin. John keeps it in, fires it in behind the goal for Austin Fata. Fata goes back to the line there for Connor Sear. His shot goes wide of the net. Right there at the Toros bench. And Trevize moves it up through center. That one goes up into the Belleville bench and out of play. Face off. Won by Connor Cole. James Davidson chance to clear it out. Gets knocked down by Valier as Anderson moves it up through center. Here comes a chance here coming up. That's Wido. Wido goes in behind the net. He's got a shadow back there with James Davidson. King tries to bounce it in from the side of the net. And again, Brett Foreman holds the post. Stasko just came up with one of his better saves to keep his club only down 3-0. Here's a shot. Tipped out in front, and that goes wide of the net. Cameron Ryan trying to get to the puck. Getting worked over in the corner by Lloyd, but Lloyd moves it up through center where Rizzler backhands it over to Judd. Goes down the ice for an icing call, but that's going to be the end of the second period. The Toros have one more period to work with, and they're going to work with a 3-0 lead. Crawford taking a couple whacks there at Rizzler before the start of the third period. There's Jen turning it over to Ford. Gage Ford over to his defensive partner Connor Sear, who has some time to clear it up through center. Here comes Caleb Jen going up there with Rizzler. Drop pass, nice drop pass for Cameron Ryan. Turned over to Crawford with a lead pass up through center. Here comes number 27, Murray. Murray trying to use every muscle in his body to out-muscle Gage Ford. Rolled him behind the net. Connor Sear. Kept in by Lloyd at the line. There's a chance there for Crawford with a shot. And there's another gut block shot as Trevize tried to shoot it away. There's a pass for Jen, rolled over his stick. Toros got it. Rizzler with a shot goes wide of the net. Toros putting pressure on. Austin, Cameron Ryan back to the line for Thomas Mako. Back to Cameron Ryan. Parker Rizzler trying to work his man in the corner, takes him down. Kept in by Capelli, couldn't get the shot away. Here comes an opportunity starting out with Longo, but his pass for Lease missed him. Lease getting around Thomas Mako, trying for an opportunity, throws it at the net, went wide of the goal. Capelli with a chance to clear it out. Fires it around the boys. Nobody there except for a Belleville sweater, and that's Lease. Two Toros are working over him, trying to dig the puck free. And Trevize is trying to help him out. There goes the whistle for a face-off. Face-off. Won by Austin Fata, Connor Cole. Mako tries to clear it out. Nice play there by Jackman to knock it down at the bench. Rolls right back into the zone. Capelli's going to be there. Quentin Capelli putting the brakes on. Fires it around the boys for Leaf. Here comes Logan Jackson starting it up through center. Gets around Martin, but that's as far as he goes. Here comes Belleville starting out. Longo stayed on side, and now Martin gets the opportunity to put the brakes on and try and start a play up, but his backhand gets knocked down by Austin Fata. Got to get around Mayer. Nice defensive play there by Mayer, not allowing Fata to break free. Mayer trying to get it down low there for Longo, but the Toros come up with the puck. Austin Fata trying for a lead pass for Jackman. Jackman would have been off to the races if that pass from Fata would have been accepted. That's Martin taking Menko down. Martin for Wido. Wido alone, and he fired it wide of the net. Mayer controls the puck for Belleville and fires it back into the zone. Capelli breaks on, he does. Try to clear it out. Wido loses it, and Connor Cole gets taken down in the corner. Capelli, another opportunity to clear it out, and he does for Austin Fata. Toros enjoying a 3-0 lead with 11:50 left to go here in the game. King fires it in behind the net. That would have been offside. Pass for Fata. Leading it out, Austin Fata gets around Anderson. Opportunity for Fata, shot, stop, rebound out in front of the net, and he scores! Caleb Dunn, couple whacks away at it, and he finally beats Stako, and it's 4-0 for the Toros. Caleb Dunn extends this lead to 4-0 after taking a couple whacks away at it, and he beats Stasko on the second or third opportunity of banging away at the puck. Here comes King leading it into the zone. King go for an opportunity. His shot goes wide of the net. Owen Smith a chance to clear it out. Starts it up for Caleb Dunn. Lead pass for Cale Howard. Cale Howard, a shot goes wide of the net. Whitney leads it up. Going up there with Murray. His pass for Murray is accepted, but he couldn't get around Ethan Maddox. Nice play by him, and he fires it out for Caleb Dunn. He's getting hooked there by Crawford, but he still gets a shot away. And it kind of almost took Stasko there by surprise. Here's Jen putting the brakes on and goes for a shot. Here's an opportunity in front of the net. Big save there by Brett Foreman. So that's Cochran back in net for Belleville. Caleb Dunn go for a shot. Right pass saved there by Cochran. Goes in behind the net. Capelli. For Austin Fata. Couldn't clear it out. Up there for Valliere. Valliere turns it over to Caleb Dunn. Wido from center ice, leads it in over the blue line, going up there with Valliere. Wido a shot, right pass saved there by Foreman. Rebound out in front of the net, tipped wide of the net. Big chance there as Valliere was sitting at the side of the net. Couldn't tip it into the wide open goal. Wido in behind the net, spins away from Thomas Menko. Wido from the face-off circle, gets for an opportunity. Blocker saved there by Foreman. Menko a chance to clear it out, and he slaps it out down the ice. Mayer's going back there to retrieve it for Belleville. We've got 8 minutes left to go. Mayer goes for a backhand. Caleb Dunn kept it in the zone. Austin Fata's digging for it along with Jackman. Belleville come up with it. That's Murray. Murray couldn't get around James Davidson as he stood his ground. Tries it around the boards for Austin Fata. Fata gets a chance to clear it out. Gets controlled there by Crawford, and Mayer just fires it in on goal. One of the easier saves of the day for Brett Foreman, and he covers up for the no rebound. It's a face-off Whitney against Connor Cole. Cole wins the draw. Still stays in the zone. Whitney trying to get away from Davidson for an opportunity. Whitney gets taken in behind the net. Crawford's going to find the puck and go back to the line. And that's Sherman who fires it down deeper for Crawford. But Connor Cole picked it off, and now he finds Owen Smith. Smith for Cale Howard. Nice play there by Cale Howard, going for a shot. Gets blocked there by Anderson. Toros still have it, Connor Cole throws it at the net, and that almost got tipped in. Crawford from center goes for a lead pass. Here comes Leaf. Leaf going for a shot. Big save there by Brett Foreman. Face off to the left of Foreman. Won by Belleville. Anderson shot. Gets knocked down. Capelli a chance to clear it out, and he couldn't do it as Whitney picked it off. Here comes Crawford. Crawford got tripped up there by Capelli. Finds the puck again. Crawford having a gritty shift and a big save off Murray. Rebound out in front of the net, and Crawford again got the opportunity, but again, opportunity denied by Brett Foreman. Face off to the right of Foreman. It's a battle draw. Crawford picks it up. Crawford gets in with a backhand, and he scores! Big goal there by Whitney as he backhanded it top shelf past Foreman. And the Belleville Bulls are on the board, but they still trail this one 4-1. A strong backhand there by Whitney has the Bulls on the board. And here's a pass there for James Davidson, squeaks into the zone. Goes in behind the net where Sherman's going to find it. Sherman fires it around the boards for Leaf. Nice defensive play there by Cameron Ryan to keep it in. Tried to keep pressure on. Cameron Ryan getting hooked up, couldn't get the shot away. But they still stays in the zone. Cam Ryan backhands it in. Cameron Ryan, puck's on a magnet for him here, and that shot gets blocked there by Anderson and goes in behind the net. Maddox couldn't hold the line, but Leaf couldn't go off on the break there. Ethan Maddox again fires it from the penalty box area. Connor Cole collects the puck, leads it in over the blue line. May have a chance for a hot trick with a shot, and into the bread basket of Cochran. Caleb Dunn, last face-off of the game. Here comes a chance for Sherman. His shot gets blocked, rolls in behind the net, and the Toros are going to come up with a big 4-1 victory and snap their two-game losing streak. It was 2 goals by Connor Cole, 1 by Owen Smith and Caleb Dunn, which led to the damage. Brett Foreman was huge in goal for them tonight, and now they try and ride this momentum into Tuesday when they face a very good squad in the Ajax tonight. Thanks for watching. I'm the voice of the Clarington Toros, Mike Jackman.